Hi dreamers, welcome back to my channel. This is day 3. Yesterday I did not film anything. I did not read any Christmas books because I had an assignment to give up yesterday and I hadn't completed it as yet, and so I was focusing on completing that assignment. I still ended up having 11 minutes late because I was editing grammar and so like just before the deadline. But anyways, I am here today, day 3 of December, day 2 of this reading Christmas books, and let us just get into it. I found an audiobook for one of the books here. Like I tried to search up audiobooks on Scrib for the books here and I only could find one, and apparently like all the others don't really have audiobooks because I searched Audible and everything and there wasn't any available. So the one that I found was this one, The Last Single Girl, and I found this one, it looks interesting. I want to go and see what it's about. It's 150 pages, which shouldn't take too long to listen to because I listen at twice the speed. So it says 1 month. That's all Sarah has to find a date who earn the honor of being the last single girl in her inner circle. Actually, in all her circles. So with 4 weeks to find Mr. Right and a friend of me already counting her out, Sarah joins love, hoping that just like the perfect purse, the internet can help her find the perfect man. The problem is, love isn't always where you think you'll find it, and Mr. Right may not be the one with the shiniest profile. A warning: a novella full of bad dates, snarky frenemies, and a cinnamon roll hero you fall in love with.
The Last Single Girl, Brouhaha Book 1, written by Bria Quinlan, narrated by Brittany Goodwin. Chapter 1. Dating truth number 1. Just when you've comfortably established a group of single girlfriends, disaster strikes. Jonathan is everything I ever wanted in a guy. Angie spun the cocktail stirrer around her martini. I can't believe my brother never brought him home before. I mean, they've been best friends since college. She said it as if college was decades ago instead of only a couple years. I couldn't help but wonder if maybe knowing his sister would steal his best friend was why he'd never brought Jonathan home. He'd been hiding the poor guy. Caving meant he'd probably lost him forever. Wow. Claire grinned. It made me nervous. It wasn't that she didn't like Angie, but Claire's sense of humor was cutting, even if it was right on. She had the wardrobe of Carrie Bradshaw and the wit of Dorothy Parker. Her commentary always felt like it came out of nowhere, like a summer cold. One day you're at the beach, then bam, you're sick in bed. She kind of scared me. Going home must be the way to find a guy, Claire continued before a drama pause. I got back together with Marcus. Really? Becca pushed her drink out of her way. How did that happen? Not surprisingly, I was lost. Who's Marcus? Claire waved down the waitress and pointed to her half-full drink, not bothering to look my way. I always forget you weren't around for that. The truth was, I wasn't around for a lot of things with these ladies. Last fall, I'd had a lovely group of girlfriends. Just like any group, you had an inner circle of friends and loosely touching outer circles. Like a Venn diagram of relationships. A comfy little life with plenty of friends to go around. Until the first engagements, then weddings, then houses in the suburbs happened. Next thing you know, your inner circle is married, and there you are, left with a mishmash of looser, less cohesive circles. Still a nice little group though. Life was good. Until Thanksgiving week. Marcus and I grew up together, but didn't start dating until senior year of college. When we graduated, he moved back to run the family's construction company, and I moved here to go into advertising. Can you see me living in the great American farmland? No, I really couldn't. Claire refused to let anyone without local celebrity status touch her hair or skin. Just staying groomed would mean monthly 4-hour drives. But when I saw him at the football game Thursday, it was like we'd never been apart, and, well, let's just say everything is back on track. She sounded so happy, so not Claire. I didn't have the heart to ask how it was going to work out this time around. I can't believe you guys hooked up over the weekend because Becca drew the word out and I knew what was coming. I met the greatest guy on the plane. He's a lawyer in New York. We sat next to each other. I've never been so happy to be stuck on the tarmac for 3 hours. He changed his flight so we did part of our return together too. And Becca sucked in an excited breath before finishing in a rush. He's coming here for New Year's. I sat back listening to them gush about their guys, new and recycled, and their trips and the new year and how great the holiday was going to be. You know what we should do? If they're all coming here, we should change our reservation for New Year's. Wait, what? No, we'll just add them to our table. But I thought it was sold out. I tried to keep the desperation out of my voice. We planned this months ago. The single girls having a fun night out. No couples making us feel all single loserish on the second biggest date night of the year. I'll call my ticket guy right now. I'm sure he can hook us up. Claire was on the phone before I could say girls' night. Hi, handsome. It's Claire. I'm looking for a favor. She laughed her, that's not funny, but I need something from you laugh, before flashing our table a grin. Oh, you're too sweet. I know, right? I need a little help with our table for the Murder on the Rocks party. I know, right? I'm going to look fabulous in my flapper dress. The whole Roaring Twenties murder mystery is genius. Angie and Becca both pushed their drinks aside to lean in, listening over the rumble of the growing bar crowd. Well, we'd like to get a few more people seated with us. Is there any way we could shuffle them in? Yup, absolutely. I can make sure you get on the list for that opening. Of course. Well, we need 3 more. Wait. Angie waved her hand in front of Claire. What about Sarah? Everyone turned my way, and I was tempted to tell them I was engaged and getting married on New Year's Eve if they and their newly found plus ones were available. Oh, Sarah, did you meet someone too? Since the beginning of time, otherwise known as Julie's wedding 4 years ago, Claire disliked me on sight. Her competitive nature seemed to trickle around me, only I didn't really know what we were competing over, so I just tried to stay out of the way. I thought about lying, but knew faking a boyfriend would lead to all kinds of social pitfalls I couldn't navigate. Plus, I'd seen the wedding date. That was so a path I didn't want to walk down. No, not really. I dragged the really out, hoping they'd read something into it I didn't mean. Like maybe there was a guy I'd been holding out on them about, an amazingly hot guy who owned a small, undisclosed island off the coast of a certain wealthy country. Obviously, I couldn't talk about him for security reasons. Say 4, Angie whispered. I'm sure Sarah won't have a problem getting a date. Claire cocked an eyebrow at me, as if she not only knew how doubtful it was, but she expected me to back her up. Oh, Oh no, Claire, don't ask for a fourth seat. We all know no one would ever want to go out with me, let alone give up one of the best party nights of the year to hang out with a nerdy museum curator. Right. Instead, I just smiled and thought nasty thoughts. Claire tilted her head as if she could read my mind and smiled in a way that clearly said, oh, you poor thing. Why don't you make it 4? That's a full table, right? Claire grinned and nodded. Just put it on my credit card. We'll take care of splitting it on our end. Right. Way to kick yourself in the rear, Sarah. Exactly what makes the holidays shiny. Paying for an empty chair. His eyes slickened shut as he brushed a kiss across my cheek. Happy New Year, Sarah. Chapter 15. Dating truth number 10. Not every happily ever after looks the same. I sucked in a deep breath and reapplied my Berry Dew lip gloss, which was obviously a total waste tonight. I was going to need to come up with a survive being in love with John plan. It wasn't going to be easy. He'd become one of my best friends and favorite people, and it looked like that was all he was ever going to be. E-Love would have to find me Mr. Right after all, just not until the gushy place my heart used to be was all patched up. Back at the table, people gathered their coats and bags, talking about the night and laughing at some of the guesses people had come up with. We need to do this again. Becca smiled at everyone, sweet dear. John, you'll have to close up shop one night to come out and play again. Or maybe we could all just come to you. Oh, dear stars. This was going to get ugly, or sad and depressing, or both. I was already trying to figure out how I was going to live through the wine and cheese thing, let alone the rest of tonight. Name the date, and I'm there. John leaned down and gave tiny little Becca a kiss on the cheek. Look at him, just handing those cheek kisses out like they were candy. John held out my wrap. As I shrugged into it, he ran his hand down my arm and clasped my hand. I smiled up at him, trying not to be all girly and start crying. This was John. Sweet, smart, funny, thoughtful, rescues me from my own absurdity. John. Tears would just be a red flag to his soft soul. Ready to go? Yes. I wasn't sure where we were going. Was he going to fake go home with me? That was definitely above and beyond the Call of Duty. Of course, the whole darn night was the definition of above and beyond. John waved to the group and pulled me along, my hand still wrapped in his. The door guy said they had a deal with the cab company. We should be able to get one pretty quickly. Great. John glanced down at me. The tone of his voice must have put not so in front of the grate. I offered him up a smile, trying to move things along. Luckily, there was one cab left when we got to the portico. John opened the door and I slid in, only half surprised when he joined me as I gave the driver my address. The driver asked lots of questions about our night and our outfits and whodunit. He seemed thrilled to hear we'd won, like we'd become local celebrities. I listened with half an ear, trying to in the right places. When we pulled up in front of my condo, John paid the man and slid out behind me, not asking him to wait. I have never felt so awkward in my life, so divided. I didn't want him to leave. I wanted to just keep being with him, enjoying that smile and humor, but what I really, really needed was to just be alone for a little while. Do you want to come up? No. He grasped my hand again, sliding his fingers between mine and giving him a squeeze. I was just going to walk you to your door and head home. Oh, okay. Oh, well said, Sarah. At the front door, John pulled my hand, forcing me to turn me to face him. I had a lot of fun tonight. Your friends are great. I really do like Becca and her guy. Yeah, he was surprisingly nice. I was a little nervous about the whole met on a plane thing. And she's so sweet. I wouldn't want to see her end up with someone taking advantage of that sweetness. I mean, she's just so able to like everyone. She even likes Claire. Not that Claire is horrible. She just has this ridiculous competitive streak that seems to really come out around me. And she's never mean to Becca. Kind of almost mothering sometimes. So I guess that explains that. Angie is the one who... Sarah. Hardest to peg down. She's the one who balances them out. Sarah. And keeps the peace. Sarah. I mean, John's hand rose and wrapped around my cheek, pulling me up toward him as his mouth settled over mine. His kiss was everything I'd wanted in a perfect kiss. More masterful than I'd expected from him. Where I thought his kiss would be sweet and soft and comfortable, it was powerful and strong. Frighteningly so. I felt it down to my toes and then back up to my knees just as they gave out. His other arm came around my waist and held me to him, keeping me there in his warmth as if I tried to escape. Slowly, with little brushes across my lips and down my jaw, he backed away, still holding me to him. He winked. Sarah, don't start pedaling again. As endearing as it is, I need to get this said. He brushed my hair back out of my face, that soft smile lying about what those lips could really do. I don't want you dating anyone else. Not at the brew, not anywhere else. This isn't about you being the last single girl, unless it's about being my last single girl. I've been trying really hard for weeks not to throw out every single guy who walked through the door. I've been considering implementing a policy that if you weren't accompanied by a woman, you weren't allowed in. Oh, that was perfect. But who's Sweetheart? The girl you talked to on the phone. John looked confused a moment before he started laughing. Sweetheart would be my goddaughter, Emmy. Emmy calls me weekly to tell me about kindergarten. Emmy? Right, Emmy, goddaughter. He brushed another kiss across my cheek. You've driven me to insanity. And I kept waiting, hoping you'd come in one day and say, John, I don't want to date any of these E-Love guys. I realized after watching a parade of tall, wealthy suits that I'm not your type, but I want to date you. I don't want you dating anyone else. He stopped and gave me that look. That look he gave me when I was doing something he thought was going to get me in trouble. I couldn't help but wonder if he thought dating him would get me in trouble. I looked up into those brown eyes, the crinkles in the corner etching out as he looked down at me. Well, I was worried about being the last single girl. Sarah, I'm not joking. I was trying so hard to play it cool, but I had no idea what someone who was playing it cool said when they were being offered exactly what they wanted. When you walked in tonight, I was more than relieved. I was ecstatic, but I thought you were seeing someone. And before that, I didn't know. I'd been miserable thinking about seeing you again and having to just be friends. I was already coming up with reasons. His mouth came down on mine again, softer this time, less urgent, but still so very sweet. Again with the babbling. Babbling equals kiss. I'll keep that in mind. I grinned, too happy to do anything else. Did you know that in the 20s, the Art Deco movement that was so popular here actually originated in France when... That's as far as I got before he kissed me again.
I really enjoyed this one, okay. I gotta give this one 5 stars because there was there's development, cuteness, like everything that gave you the feels. Oh my gosh, I really love this one. This one's really, really it. The last one, they kind of just rushed into the relationship, even though it was like they met second chance romance, but like they didn't really develop anything. This one, they kind of take the time to show a little bit of personality, to show a little bit of his charm and her personality and how they would fit well together as a couple. Him being an owner of a coffee shop or whatever you call it, and her being like a museum something, she being able to hang up, and I like the little touch that they put in the coffee shop where he has like paintings hung up so that she can incorporate herself within the relationship in kind of hanging up or helping him hang up paintings in the right way for the business. Like that was really sweet. They thought about like the simplest details, and I really enjoyed this book. So yeah, that was it for the 3 of December reading, and I will see you guys. If I read again, like today, I don't know, I want to put this video up today, so I wouldn't read, or I might read and I might just put it as an extra day or so. So yeah, bye bye.